Welcome, Grant Cardone in the Cardone Zone. Today I'm going to be sharing with you what to do in the preparation of a major recession, okay? I am known as Nostradamus in the finance world. Today I come to you, and every Friday come to you at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk to you about money, finance, and career. Today, very serious message. Stock market's off 350 points as we open the show today. This will continue. I made this comment yesterday. You will have the market will roll over. Number one. Number two, we will move into a recession here in this country and probably around the globe. What I want to share with you mostly today, though, is what to do about it. Recessions are not a new thing to the planet any more than hurricanes are to Florida, tornadoes are to the Midwest, or earthquakes to California. Okay? Things do happen as they push in the Cardone University. Okay? All right, so check it out. I'm going to show you today exactly 3 things you can do right now to prepare for the recession. We are 10 years into an expansion. 10 years into an expansion. Okay? First thing you should do is reallocate your assets. Okay, we'll talk about this more in detail. What assets do you have? How do you reallocate them? Where's the cash? Where's your mutual funds? Are you sitting in ETFs? What assets do you have? Do you have equity sitting in your home? That would be considered an asset by some delusional person. Number 2, how do you reduce your tax liabilities? Nobody ever talks about this because for whatever reason, the financial people on this planet don't think you guys are smart enough to understand how to take advantage of tax liabilities. Your tax liabilities are the highest, greatest expense you have on your household. Even at the lower end, by the way, 20% of your income could be going out to tax liabilities. Then what you guys do to avoid it, your financial planner says, to avoid it, why don't you buy a house? So you move from a tax liability to another tax liability, basically, okay? Buying a house does not help you with your taxes. Now, I have no investment in telling you this. Like, I'm not trying to sell you a house or not sell you a house right now. I'm just telling you how to get ready for a recession. 10 years into an expansion, stock market, up and down all the time. Tremendous volatility in the stock market. You have businesses that are struggling right now. You have the consumer that says they're confident, really. Go to a barbecue this weekend and ask your neighbor. Ask your neighbor, okay? Hey, how you doing with your money? You got any money in the bank? You got any? Ask them to bring their own food. Ask them to bring their own bottle. Show me what they're bringing to your party, okay? Ask them to go to a game this weekend. Tell them, hey man, I got some tickets to the Heat game this weekend. You want to go? Okay. Let's go to the tennis match this weekend. How much are the tickets? $750? I can't do that, man. I can't do that. You want to find out how your neighbor's doing if you want to know whether a recession's coming or not. You don't need to turn on CNBC. You need to ask people, not Elon Musk. Is there a recession? Elon is trying to go to Mars. If a recession happened right now, he'd be like, we're trying to build cars, go to Mars. I don't even know what you're talking about. We're trying to bore a tunnel from Vegas to LA, okay? The third thing, and this is about your spending. Only spend where you can win. That's what we're going to be talking about today. You can call me 305-865-8668, 305-865-8668. In comments below, do you think we are going to a recession, or do you think we're already in one? I happen to believe that we are already in one. All recessions are posted after the fact. Always, okay? Now, I'm going to give you one piece of data that suggests that we are in a recession. There's a thing called the 10-year Treasury. I was at dinner maybe 3 months ago with a bunch of very, very sophisticated real estate guys. About that time, about the end of the year, the 10-year Treasury was over 3.2, I think. Okay? At that meeting, everybody was talking about rates are going up, rates are going up, rates are going up, rates are going up. I'm like, hey guys, rates aren't going anywhere except one way. They're going down. Today, okay, here we are. This was January. Today, it is March 22nd. Legends are born in March. Let's keep it real, okay? And this rate now is at 2.49. Let me see if that's what it is as of now. Why am I telling you about the 10-year Treasury? Because that is an indication of 10-year notes. Okay, it is a prediction that interest rates have to go down in order to keep 2.49%, in order to keep the economy rolling, okay? Also, the GDP is 2%. GDP needs to be over 3 to 3.5% to have growth in this country. The GDP, the gross domestic product, that is the amount of products and services sold in this country, is 2%, less than inflation. Too much for you to take in? It's a little bit too much. The stock market is now off 400 points this morning. And let me just get that 10-year for you. The old 10-year. I look at the 10-year every day. 2.432. It's actually dropped some more. Okay? Okay, this is a very, very important indicator. The 10-year Treasury. At this meeting right here in in December, these guys were telling me, oh, rates are going up, rates are going up. You got to lock in on your loans. I told Ryan Secco, we should wait until February, March, or April to buy our big deals. Rates are going to go down, okay? Rates have fell. Why would rates fall? If things are good, rates could go up. Everybody agree? Yep. Now, I'm going to take one more indicator for you, okay? And this is housing in America. Warren Buffett, this is what housing in America is doing right now. It's the lowest it has been in almost 35 years. At the same time, interest rates in America, guess what they did? No, they went down too. If they went up, that would be explained, okay? If they went up, if interest rates went up, you'd be like, that's why housing went down. Interest rates went down. That is the rate at which you take a mortgage. Interest rates went down and so did housing. Why? People ain't got no money for the down payment. Okay? In that same period of time, particularly in the last, since 2007, the last 10 years, leasing rates on automobiles have gone up and financing has gone longer. Why? Because leasing is an option to buy a car with a lower payment and to be able to get out of that car. And also the longer payment reduces that as well. The cars that are subsidized in this country by the manufacturers offered 0% interest are the cars that are being sold. Don't look at all these guys buying a Rolls or a Ferrari. That's not America, man. America is who's driving that Camry, who's buying that F-150, okay? My name's Grant Cardone. I do this for you every Friday, not to give you the bad news, but to prepare you for the good news. A mistake that you will make here is you won't do anything with your assets. Okay, cash in bank. Get rid of your cash in the banks. You do not want cash now. A popular thing to do is, I'm going to get more cash now. You do not want cash in a recession. You want cash flow. You need to be able to predict your positive cash flow. So in anticipation of a recession, you want to get dead cash, first your cash, dollar bills. You want to get dead cash to have babies, to produce and offset what you will lose going forward, because you will lose something, okay? So reallocate assets. Equity in a home is dead cash. It should be having babies. Have babies. 2, reduce your tax bill. Buy things that can reduce your tax bill and avoid every other expenditure, okay? If you can't write off that belt, don't buy it. Okay, and then figure out a way, how could I buy a belt? Yeah, bring me that belt, Johnny. How could I buy a belt? Like when you guys get your money, right, man. You see this belt, you cannot write this belt off according to the IRS tax code. See, fancy belt? This was given to me, by the way. Okay, somebody gave me this belt, and it wasn't my wife. This belt I bought myself. One of those belts is a tax deduction, and one of them isn't. See, I'm paying attention and you guys aren't, okay? So you just got to figure out how to be clever. How can you be clever with your decisions, okay? And 3, only spend where you can win. If I can't get business, I don't spend it. Man, I do not spend money on anything that can't get me money. If it can't get me a customer, by the way, money, I don't spend energy, resources, or time, only spend where I can win. Time, energy, resources, creativity. Spend your energy on things where you can win. I ain't taking your uncle to dinner. Okay? You got, I gotta go see my uncle. Your uncle ain't ever bought anything from you. But Grant, what about it's about a family thing. Good, take care of your damn family, man. We're gonna go into a major recession. It's 10 years this country's had an expansion. It could be worse than a recession, by the way. Donald Trump's biggest nightmare right now is not all these investigations. It is if this country tipped over into a major recession between now and election in 2020? That's his biggest fear. Man, if we tip, I got nothing to brag about. Right now, he's got all kind of bragging rights. We got rid of ISIS. Yeah, I got rid of, Donald Trump's got rid of more people in his administration than ISIS. And he did a good job with ISIS, okay? He's got all these problems going on. One thing that he can hang his hat on is the economy's better. Economy's better. It's great. It's been a huge recovery. Okay? Okay? So look, I don't care who you vote for. It doesn't matter to me. It's not a political thing. There's going to be a recession. Are you prepared? Reallocate your assets. Reallocate your assets, okay? Cars that are paid for. Go get that money. You got a car paid for? Go get your freaking 20 grand back. Sell it. Get 20 grand and lease a car and write it off. Do you understand? Write the car off, okay? You don't want to spend $300 on a belt. What you want to do is go spend $300 on a network marketing membership, get a little product in your place, and start losing money on it every night every week or every month to reduce your tax bill. So you'll have an income coming in from your job, and you'll have a little loss from your network marketing company that will offset your job income. Reduce the tax bill. Squeeze out the IRS. I said it. Okay? I'm not even talking about using Card-On-You to be more productive. This is tax deductible against your income. You're making $6,000 a month. This costs you $99. You write the $100 off because it's continuing education. Only spend money. Don't spend money on 3 martinis. You can't write them off, folks. You can't even take a client to dinner anymore and write it off. But you could get some business. Okay? Number 3, only spend money where you can win. If you can't win, don't spend. If you're going to go on a vacation, man, take somebody with you that you're going to do some business with. You can't write the trip off no matter what, by the way. Unless, of course, you're going to Turks and Caicos and you're shooting video there the entire time. Then you're on location, not vacation. Okay, let's talk to our callers. Grant Cardone, Cardone Zone, every Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching me on the YT, comments. Best comment wins a honey. Okay, I know you guys don't need 100. I know you guys that are throwing comments down there, subscribe to the channel, you don't need 100. But dude, it's 100 from me. It's 100 for me. By the way, it is a non-taxable event because I am not going to report you. Listen to you and I ain't going to tell nobody nothing.
You got TARS.
TARS.
Good morning. Thank you for taking my call.
Man, thank you for calling.
So you're talking about recession today, correct?
Yes, sir. What part of the country are you in, man?
I'm in Minnesota, Mankato, Minnesota.
Yeah. Manitoba?
Mankato.
Yeah. Are you guys feeling anything over there, or are things good?
Are we what?
How's the economy in where you are?
Right now, I think the economy is fairly good. Where I'm at here, I work in car sales, but I want to start a business that has to do with the sport, and the sport is motocross, so motocross, motorcycling, and that's a sport that I feel was hit really hard by the recession in 2008.
Yeah. It never recovered. It never recovered from 2007.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to start a business that has to do with a resurgence and kind of reignite that sport, and that's what the whole business is involved in. And so the question I actually had is, I want to get in touch with a person who's like an alpha that has a lot of leverage with motorcycle companies. My question actually was, how did you go about getting in touch with someone that's somewhat famous and kind of an alpha person?
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you this, man. I got to tell you, Taurus, dude, this is an awful idea.
You think so?
No, I don't think so. I know so. This is a terrible idea, dude. I mean,
Okay.
I've heard some bad ideas today, but this one's right at the top of everything that I've heard that's awful. Dude, this industry, the motorsports industry has not recovered since the collapse in 2007 and 8. That's what, 10 years. We've had a monster economic expansion in the last 10 years. Housing didn't come back. Retail's getting slammed. Motorsport cars did better. It's softening right now. You're in the wrong space, bro. It's like you got 55 million Americans that made Harley Davidson popular that are all becoming 80 years old. You're not going to have those guys. You're not going to have guys driving across the country, man. Hey, I got my Road King, man. I got my Softail. Okay, it's just, dude, it's just done. Okay, now if you told me, man, Grant, I'm looking at VR. I'm looking at virtual reality. I'm looking at headsets, man. We figured out how to take that Oculus headset from Facebook, do it for $80, not $580. I'm developing software where people can have relationships with one another online.
I kind of think that the dirt bike, though, the small dirt bike world is actually hurting the Harley Davidson. Because those kids that
dirt bikes aren't hurting Harley, dude. What's hurting Harley? What's hurting bikes is people don't have any money for this unnecessary purchase. So now, tell me you're going to rent a bike for a weekend. Show me how to deliver somebody a bike without the cost of the bike.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Show me something where I can use it and throw it down on the ground. Now I'm interested.
Yeah.
Okay. But anything to do. Look at NASCAR, bro. NASCAR can't even keep the wheels underneath the cars. Like it's a no. I don't mean that, Johnny. I mean the sport is in trouble. Okay. So guys, you guys got to move where you can win, man. Spin where you can win. Spin where money's going. Spin where it's easy. Don't invest where it's easy. Don't. Oh God, I love motorsport. Good, you love it, man. But look, if there's no money to be made there, if Kawasaki can't figure it out, how are you gonna figure it out, Tars?
Get in touch with Kawasaki. My theory is that the kids that grew up with dirt bikes are the ones.
Stop the madness, dude. Hang up on this dude. I can't even handle it anymore. I'm worried about whatever bull it's gonna catch. It's gonna get these other people that are listening. Let's talk to our next caller. Tars, I love you, dog. I love you.
You got Adam in South Carolina.
Adam, what's going on, man?
Grant Cardone, thank you so very much for taking my call. I really, really appreciate it.
Come on, dude. You think I was too hard on Tars?
Well, I can't hear you. I'm in the car, and I have not been able to hear the show because I've been on hold waiting to speak with you.
All right, good.
But anyway, listen, I'm 57 years old. I've been in the sales game for 30 years. I understand there's going to be a recession, but something that you spoke about earlier in the week, this ups and downs, really hit home with me because my whole sales career I've been up and down, and I've had about a thumbnail's worth of sales training until I found you in December.
Yeah.
And I've listened to your content and listened to you about investing in yourself, and I've done that. I got on Cardone U just by the nuggets and a little bit I've learned just starting the program. Have paid very, very huge results, and I can't wait to get deeper into the program and become a sales professional. And I just want to thank you for all that you do.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. I appreciate you saying that, man. See, here's a guy. He heard the show I did. What was that, Wednesday? Yes, sir. Roller coaster. You guys, you guys, the one way to stop the roller coaster. If you didn't see that show, by the way, a lot of people, 600 people went to the site that I recommended, grantcardone.com/roller coaster. It's a course that Elena and I have both done. I've done that course a couple times actually to make me aware of how to predict roller coasters, mostly with people, right? The advice you guys get, like it's putting you on the roller coaster. Remember, for you to go up and down means you had to get on the ride, right? This isn't just about carnivals or Six Flags. You had to get on the ride. Okay? You had to get on the ride to go on the roller coaster. So in the world, the ride is information and or wrong information. So I get on the ride, I'm like, 2007, everybody knows, man, the market went to hell, right? Everybody knows what happened right there. People were buying money with people were buying houses with no money. Market crashed. Everybody knew this was going on. Oh, goddamn, can you believe my sister, man? She got 17 houses. Everybody knew this was going on. The fact that you didn't do it, it killed your house too, because we all knew this was happening, right? Now, market falls, everybody's shocked. I can't believe this happened. Really, you got on the roller coaster, man. You let your sister do this. Now, the market has expanded now particularly since in the last 2 years since Trump got in. Whatever happened in the last 2 years, it is unexplainable to me that all of a sudden, boom, okay? Most of this time that Obama was in office, this economy was very questionable. $22 trillion worth of debt. Okay? We only had like 16 right here. This is nationwide debt. This isn't consumer debt. Okay? We have the highest consumer debt today than we've ever had. In addition to that, we have a country that can't pay their debt. Something happened when Trump got in between these two dates right here. It's almost unexplainable what happened. Nobody can really tell us what happened here. You guys got to know this is going to come off, okay? Right? Okay? If you look at the interest rates, you look at housing, you look at automotive, okay? You look at the disruption going on in the business. You look at the fact that the economy is going to become extremely automated. You look at the fact that I can do almost more with this phone than Johnny can do with his $5,000 camera. Johnny doesn't want to admit it, but I can. I can do video, I can do snaps, I can do back and forth, rebounces, bounces, slow, elapse time, a slow motion time. You can't do that. Johnny can't do all that. I can do it with Johnny can do it, but Johnny, you're going to be doing what? Moving your fingers all over the place, right? Okay? So, look, man, we got disruption coming. Okay? What is all this going to move to? This isn't a bad news show, by the way. What is it going to move to? When this happens, what does well? Cash does terrible. I want to be in cash right here. No, you don't, man. That's foolish, man. You need to be in things that produce cash. We have a saying, me and Ryan Secco have a saying around here. Peace, love, and cash flow. Peace, love, and cash flow, dude. Okay, cash flow. If you're in sales right now and we go into a major recession, some of your sales are going to get whacked. They're going to get whacked. You're going to lose deals that you would have gotten easily, okay? And that means your income dropped. That means Johnny probably won't get a bonus as often. Francisco won't get a bonus as often. Okay, the e-commerce team, we won't be doing 40 million. We'll probably do like 32 million, which means we're not going to have as much money coming in, which means you guys aren't going to get the bonuses. Okay, now you don't want to go learn a new skill at that point. What you want to do is figure out, dude, okay, how can I reallocate my cash? Cash in a wall is insanity. Cash in a bank, insanity. Cash in a vault, insanity. Cash in ETFs, stock market, anything Wall Street, these things are going to get hammered, folks. I'm just giving you the heads up, man. Like, I'm not on Wall Street. I'm your Uncle G. I'm just telling you, it is going to happen. You do not need to. Equity in your house will disappear. Okay? Whatever equity you got, 100,000, 140,000, 80,000, your parents have their house paid for, it is going to vanish overnight. You do not want your house paid for. You want to rent where you live, cash out your house, sell it, get as much as you can for it right here at the top. Does it add another year? I don't know. Maybe it makes it to the election. Okay, let's talk to our callers. Again, this is not a bad news show. You got to get your game on, folks. If you're a responsible father, a mother, a parent, like, get your game on. You got to change what you know right now. We have $1.5 trillion worth of college debt in this country. That's a lot of money, dog. That's the kids, man. The kids are hammered. Parents have $5 trillion sitting in equity in homes that earns nothing. Can you imagine having $5 trillion? Let me talk to my next caller. Okay, you know what that money earns a year? Negligible. Okay, maybe 0.25 of 1%. Okay, the economy grows at 2%. Inflation's probably at 3+. This money actually goes down in value. This will go down 2.5%, and they're only being paid 0.25%. So if you don't understand inflation, by the way, Warren Buffett says like almost no one on the entire planet understands inflation. So you got to know that. I got to know that when I'm planning for my family's roller coaster. Why did I leave California? I'm not stupid. Trust me, it was not an emotional decision. It was completely financial.
Yeah, James in Texas.
James, what's going on in the TX, dude? Now, see, Texas is on a roll. What's up,
I'm
James?
glad to hear that, Uncle G. Hey, happy belated birthday, sir. You really inspire me. Hey, okay, I've got a question. Okay, I'm a real estate investor, and I went through the last recession.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got half of my portfolio on 30-year fixed notes, so
Yep.
I'm good there.
Yeah.
Okay, the other half is on a 15-year, but it balloons around 2023. Okay, my current interest rate is about 5.5%, 6%. Okay.
Yeah.
My concern is that are my notes going to be ballooning in the middle of this recession? Do I convert them now? Because if I do, I'm going to get hit on interest between probably bump to like 7.5%. So what would you do, Uncle G?
Okay, this is a great question. First of all, how much of that 30-year fix do you? What is that? Are those single-family homes?
Actually, I own a couple of streets of duplexes.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. Okay, now this is what I would do. First of all, and what do you owe on those?
I own about, on the 30-year, about $5 million worth of real estate. I'm about a 50% LTV, 50 to 55%
Okay.
LTV.
I would refinance all that and put it on 10-year on 10-year interest only. I would get a 50% loan to value. I'd pay off the 30 years, even if it costs you something. I don't want 30-year debt.
Okay.
I would get my cash. I would refinance the $5 million. I'd go to the market and say, look, I want to borrow 60% of the $5 million, $3 million for 10 years. So you'll end up with another $500,000 and put it on 10-year fixed interest only debt. You will get that for sure from Fannie Mae if you go 60% loan to value. Now on the 15-year stuff, I would do something similar. I would go definitely 10-year fixed. Do you have any equity there?
Oh, yeah. All my portfolio, I don't have more than 60% LTV.
Yeah, dude, your
right
debt.
now.
Yeah. Okay, good. So your debt is going to go from, what did I say the 10-year was today? 4.3. Your debt is going to go to like 4%, 4.03% interest only, rather than this 5.5 and 6 that you're talking about.
Okay.
So there's no reason for you to be paying that interest rate right now.
So you're suggesting a 10-year interest-only fix. Do you think that we would be, I mean, of course, I know you don't know, be through this upcoming recession at the end of that 10 years?
I mean, look, there's always the chance. You don't have that much debt. You got, what, $7 million worth of debt or something?
I have about a total of about 5 to 6 million on about $10 million of property.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good. That's good. You're perfectly.
My concern, Uncle G, is when these rates go up, it wipes out all my positive cash flow because when I first got my first
No, but
property,
dude, your rates are going to go down. You're paying 5.5 to 6%. You're going to be paying 4%. You're going to save 2 points on $5 million. Again, folks, that's going to save you $100,000 a year. When you go interest only, though, that means I'm not paying my principal down anymore. You do not want to pay your principal down on this property. If it's good property and it produces cash flow, you do not want to pay principal down. You prepaid your principal is already down low enough. You should be getting the best debt in the marketplace right now.
Would you take out any cash, being that the LTV, and buy more real estate?
I
or
would
keep it up?
absolutely take cash out. Again, this is reallocation of your assets. I would get as much cash as you could out of those properties. That's a non-taxable event. So remember the three things I said today. I said, man, reallocate your assets. 2, reduce your tax bill. I do anything and everything that I don't pay taxes on. Like if I could go refinance my properties again this year, I would. Because that's a non-taxable event. That means you could pull 100 grand out of your properties, bro. 200 grand maybe 3 or 4, 5, 600,000. Based on what I'm looking at, it's at least 500 grand. You can literally grab that 500 and pay no taxes today. Okay, that's what I would do, and I would drop my payments by I would drop my interest rate by almost a third, saving you 2 points. And go to interest only and quit paying your debt down.
My only concern, Uncle G, is at the end of that 10 years, and I know this, I'm kind of still have some negative engrams from the first recession I went through. Is in 10 years, when it comes time for that matures, and I need to refinance it again, if interest rates are like at 14 or 15%,
no, dude.
am I gonna?
I know, but look, if that happens, the whole world has an issue. Like,
Got to get past.
Like everybody all at the same time is gonna be like, I need to refi, and everybody's like, we can't refi. Okay, well the whole world stops. So they're not seizing your stuff. It doesn't matter. If everything's constant, it's fine, dude. Like just make your payments. Make sure your property can make its payments. The bank is not gonna take property. They don't want your property. The last thing they want is your property. They want your money. They want the loan being paid. In 2007, 8, 9, when my buddies lost everything, I didn't lose anything. Because everything cash flowed. Peace, love, and cash flow. Okay?
Awesome, Uncle G. I appreciate it. I'm going to look up that Fannie Mae that you just told me about.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Do all the whole package together, dude, by the way. Go to one bank with the whole package.
I have no intent of selling any of this, so that sounds good to me. And I guess anyone after the show, do you have any contacts at Fannie Mae?
Yeah, that's not going to be hard for you to get, though.
brokers?
That won't be hard for you to get. Just call your local banker and say, hey, I need a good Fannie Mae representative in my market.
Appreciate it, sir. Have a good day.
All right, next caller. We're talking about how to handle the recession, folks. Okay, hey, here's the deal. Look, if one doesn't happen and you do what I said, you're still going to be in better shape. But one will happen. It's just when. I had a ding on my car the other day. You know, I didn't get upset about it. I'm like, goddamn, I bought the big car. It's a big car, right? That's what you get, man. You don't get all upset about it. You know, one of my kids hit my other kid in the stomach yesterday. Like, hey, you do that again, you do that again, you do that again, dude. Like, she's crying. You can't get to it. I'm not going to whip one because she hit one. You know, endless cycle of violence, right? So I'm like, hey, that was cool, man. That was cool, you know? Don't do it again. Don't do it again, okay? Next time you do that, I'm going to give you a heavy penalty. It's going to be heavy. It won't be a hitting either. I'm going to start taking all your shit from you. We're going to confiscate your damn stuffies. Okay? Okay, squishies. Everything you love, I'm going to take away from you.
Porridge. You got Chris in Toronto.
Chris, what's going on?
YYZ.
Hey, by the way, I want to give Trizzy Flex a big shout out. Trizzy is our $100 cash winner from yesterday's YouTube commentos. When you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you post a comment, we want to give you money. Okay, I'm trying to get my subscriber base to 1 million plus. No reason for me not to have that, by the way. Crazy. Free content, drop every day here, guys. A lot to learn about finance, real estate, relationships, things that we're doing in business. A tremendous, we're doing all our shows without ads anymore, so that way you guys can get in 23 minutes, have your show every day, a live show. So please do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel, post a comment. We'll give $100 away every day of the week, of the month.
Chris in Toronto.
Chris and T, YYZ. The YYZ.
What's up, Uncle D?
Trissy and the YYZ. What's up?
YYZ.
What?
You already know.
By the way, when
Happy
we have a
belated
recession,
birthday.
you guys will have a damn. When America has a recession, Canada has a whiplash.
That was actually the question I have for today. But before that, I'm actually here with some of my junior partners, and we wanted to wish you a happy belated birthday because, I mean, Uncle G. You're just
Man,
you're
that's
just
my
the man.
that's my first
uncle ain't no-
Canadian. That's my first Canadian happy birthday wish, man. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, listen, the question is, there's a few people out here in real estate, and I don't know, man. You have to come up here more often. But I talked to them about how just, everything you say, how it actually affects us out here, and a lot of them are just lost. I mean, like, you're saying one thing, and they're saying, like, two other things that make no sense. So my question is more so, if there's anything that you could say to, your Canadian folks out here, what would you say? How does this affect the market out here? People in business for themselves, people looking to invest and generate, generational wealth, and especially people who are in business for themselves, just really trying to increase their income and cash flow.
Yeah. So look. Vancouver and Toronto are on big highs right now. You guys, people making money buying condos and flipping them, and oh my God, there's not enough product. The wheels come off. So everybody there knows it's all exaggerated. If China gets sick, they're not going to keep coming in buying all your condos up. It's just, dude, you guys are like, it's a delusion, right? So every day I come to work and say, man, what do I not know? What do I not know? What happens next? What am I not paying attention to? Like, I'm an extremely paranoid human being. I'm like, what do I not know? When does the business fall apart? I need to be ahead of the curve. Should I reduce my prices now before this happens? So you saw us take our Cardone University. We took it from $1,000 a month to $99 a month. Why am I doing that? The economy's great right now. Why do I do that before the economy's problematic? Okay, so dude, because I want to be recession proof. I want to make this tool available to as many people as possible before we have issues. Because they're going to come running once they have the issue. They're going to be like that last guy just called about the sales. He's been in sales most of his life and just learning how to actually become a salesperson. Salespeople, by the way, will become. What's that thing I say all the time? That you make fun of me? No. What? No. Salespeople, by the way, salespeople are the most needed commodity when the economies fall apart. People aren't going to just come to you with hey, I got a photography gig. You're going to have to go out and get those gigs. You're going to have to go dig up for them, okay? You're going to have people dropping their prices. Get ready now. Get ready. It's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. The great always survive these things. They always say, the wealthy always do better on the other side of recession. Dude, it's because they got money. They got courage. They got experience. They're willing to pull triggers. They're willing to expand in the contraction. You got people right now, look at your neighbors and friends. They're not even expanding in expansion. They don't even get in the ring. Like Mike Tyson used to say, everybody got a plan until they get in the ring and get hit in the face once. Most people don't even get in the ring though. Look, to take a hit, you got to give a hit. You got to be able to expand in the expansion. So that's what I would tell all my Canadian friends. Hey, what happened to DJ Hartens over there, by the way? Did they die yet? DJ Hartens. It's a coffee shop. It's like a Dunkin' Donuts. Is Hartens still alive?
Sorry?
Is DJ Hartens still alive in Canada?
I don't even know who that is.
That's your donut shop. What is it called? The donut shop. I think it's an orange.
You mean Tim Hortons?
Tim Hortons, man. Sorry, you see?
Hortons. Oh, DJ Hortons. DJ Hortons. Tim Hortons. The co-founder actually passed away a month ago or so.
Yeah.
But really quick, Brand. That's great info. So would you say that increasing cash flow and getting really good at sales pretty much is really
totally, dude.
superior.
Sales is a cash flow business. Like, sales is the only business where you can walk out, move the belt, get cash. Like, sales is the best kept secret on the planet still today, man. And today we can do so many different things, man. I can be an affiliate. I could be a licensee with Cardone license. I could be in network marketing and go sign somebody up. I mean, there's so many ways today to sell. I could set up a little lemonade stand, let my kids sell. I could have them sell cookies. You got kids that can raise more money than their damn parents can. Peace, love, and cash flow, folks. When the recession comes, reallocate your assets. What are your assets? What's the first thing you think about? Energy. I think about my energy, my enthusiasm, my creativity. Then I start thinking about cash in the bank, think about my cars, anything that's paid for, I think about a house. But what about my energy? Reallocate the use of your assets. Reduce your tax bill. Don't pay the man. Don't pay him legally, because you don't want to avoid taxes and end up with legal fees. Okay, so do it the right way. The third thing is only spend where you can win. We good? My name's Grant Cardone. This is the Cardone Zone. Every Friday I come to you. I give it to you the way it is so that you get to have a great weekend, not a bad weekend. You need to get a little paranoid, folks. Get a little paranoid, okay? Reallocate your assets. Sit down with your spouse this weekend and say, what are we doing with a house? Okay, what are we doing? Dude, what are we doing? Why do we spend money on stuff that's not deductible? If you know a recession is coming, 3 days, executives from all over the world are going to spend 3 days with me talking about how they can scale their business to take advantage of the expansion that's going on and to prepare for expansion that might not be there. Get yours either way. Get yours either way. You hear what I'm saying? Get yours either way. The website's GrantCardoneBootcamp.com, GrantCardoneBootcamp.com, GrantCardoneBootcamp.com. For those of you who want to get your money working, get your money working now, okay? Recessions help rents. They don't hurt rents. They help a rents. Okay, we got rents all over this country going up. There was an article the other day that said 1/3 of baby boomers will become renters in the next 25 years. That number's, you're talking like 15 to 18 million new renters that were homeowners. That's unbelievable. Okay, so you want to move to cash flow. Get your money working, not in the banks, not in money markets. ETFs will get destroyed in this country. All your big index funds, they will get hammered to death. Be in cash flow. And when we come out of the recession, guess what goes up first? Rents again. They'll quit building apartments, and rents, a recession would actually do the apartment market well. All right, get your cash to work. Get your spouse on the same page. Get your game on, man. Okay, it's going to be good for a lot of people. A lot of people not even prepared. They think it's just going to go on and on forever. Everything's good, everything's good, everything's good. Okay, thank you for watching. Hey, if you like this video, make sure you go watch this video right now. I'll see you there.